Hi! So, I have just had my first book coaching session with Sean Patrick, and it was awesome. Super awesome. We have figured out the whole structure for the book. I know how many words I'm likely to write, or at least a vague amount, which means that we've been able to separate down each chapter into different sections. I've just got a whole structure, and I'm really, really excited. I have a working title, which is one of the working titles that I've always wanted. And I'm just super inspired, and I thought before I start writing I would start my very first video log of my writing journey, which I'm sure will have ups and downs, although I'm hoping that obviously there are more ups and downs. And I will let you in on what is currently a secret, which is the working title is Goddess in Training, which totally comes from the fact that I used to have a big A4 black art pad with a sticker on the front that said Goddess in Training, and I loved that book. It was my personal journal that I created, where I wrote everything magical, I wrote everything emotional, and it was a real journey for me to learn who I am on the inside, which is really important when of course you're going to be listening to your intuition and your instinct, because you've got to know the difference between what's yours and what is obviously coming from somewhere else. So my book is going to be called Goddess in Training, and it's going to be 11 life lessons that will help the readers lead a more intuitive and inspired life. Basically bringing more magic and more awesome energy into everybody's life, and that makes me super excited. So I am off to write, and yay! Okay, bye.